Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Swim Run Live. Today with me, Ville Engberg, as always. Unfortunately, not with my colleague Nancy Heslin this week, but she'll be back in the future. So, today I wanted to talk about something that happens to all of us, and that is getting back into training after a planned or unplanned period of rest. Uh, and getting back into training can be how would I say it? Easier or a little bit harder depending on where you stand at this time. So here are my 8 best tips to get back into training, and I mean this is a full list. Do everything and you'll be back in no time, but you can kind of pick the raisins out of the cake, as you say in Swedish, and pick 3 or 4 things that motivates you, and you'll get back to it eventually. So the first thing of getting back into training is remembering why you did it in the first place. This is the basis of it all. I mean, it should be fun. You should have a goal that inspires you, and you should have training sessions that makes you want to do them. And I mean, training comes, or the will to train comes from within. It shouldn't be external. It shouldn't be to show other people, oh look, I can run at this pace, I can swim at this pace, or I did this spectacular race that so few people can do. It comes from within. Your feeling of doing it, and it should make you happy. That's the easy answer. So remember your why, and it should come from within, not anything that other people push on you. The next thing is to start easy. If you haven't been training for a while, you may remember your previous best, but that's not your starting point. Your starting point should be here and now, and do sessions that you think are fun. I mean, your previous best can be your goal or a sub goal along the way, but you shouldn't be starting running at your previous race pace. Remember that you have been resting for a brief period of time. So, starting easy, I would like to present a video of, I mean, we're swim runners here, so usually it's swimming and running, but why not try something new? Try something exciting, new, and fun. And I suggest try strength training. Check out this video that me and a friend did a couple of years ago, but I mean, still valid. So, strength training for endurance athletes. Well, not all of us love them, and today we're doing a couple of push-ups, and I know that not everybody loves push-ups, so today we're only doing 5 of them, but they're gonna take really long to do. So today's session is 5 rounds of 45 seconds of work and then 15 seconds rest. So we're doing 4 exercises, and the 5th minute interval is the resting period. All the way down. And back up. First exercise done. Now we're doing squats. So 45 seconds of squats. Let's kick it. So we're doing flutter kicks on our back, because we can't all go to the pool right now. So lay on your back. And start kicking. I cheated a little bit. 5 seconds left, but next one is straight-legged deadlifts, or the dragon as we call them in Sweden. Great. After these 4 exercises, we take 1 minute rest, break or rest. And then we do it all again 4 times. Just look at me there with long hair and all. I was quite the good looking fella. Anyway, As you can see there, it's a 25-minute session, easily done, right? Which brings me into my point number 3. Where we at? There. Minutes, not hours. I mean, a lot of endurance racing is done over a lengthy period of time. A lot of full distance races can take from 3 hours up to 6 or 7 hours. But that's the end game. Start off with doing 20 minutes of work or 25 minutes of work, and remember that 20 minutes of work is way more than 0 minutes of work while sitting on the couch thinking about training. So, and another plus of doing shorter uh, workouts is it will leave you longing for more because you end on a high note, which makes me segue into even my next session, the post-workout high. So the thing is that training can be really, really tough while you do it. I mean, you're sweating, you're out of breath, your pulse is through the roof, but it will feel great afterwards. It always feels great afterwards. Even the sessions that you kind of was like, in the beginning, after 10 or 15 minutes, you're kind of into it and you can really pat yourself on the back after you're done. And a way to get into a short but really intense and fun session is do a training session that I think everybody here in Sweden has done during gymnastics in school. It's called the Idiot. And I want to show you a video of me and again my friend Joachim doing the Idiot because that's the idiot that I am. So check out this session and we'll be back for more soon.
In Sweden, we have this exercise that we all done in school. It's called idioten, or in English, the idiot. The great debate has always been, do you start with the long interval or the short interval in this exercise? And the answer is, it doesn't matter. We are still all idiots for doing it. But it's a really effective workout, and it consists of 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, then 40 meters of sprint and easy jog back. So doing 10 meters of sprinting, 10 meters of easy jog, 20, 20, 30, 30, and so on. And since Joachim is, like me, an idiot, he has already started. So join us. So we continue to do this for 2 minutes, and after that rest for 2 minutes and do the whole thing 5 times.
Oh, I remember that day. It was a tough session. It doesn't show because it's sunny outside, but it was really, really cold. And I really, really didn't think that through wearing the short runner shorts. Anyway, I got a super great post training high after that session. Well, number 5 on my list is time management, I would say. Make time for your training. I mean, most of us, I'll just show you an example. We all have hectic lives, we all have hectic schedules. My schedule usually looks kind of like this, 4 different things in between each other. And where can I find the time to go out running or go swimming or strength training? Well, I try to slot training into my lunchtime or commuting to and from my workplace. So when you get your training program from your coach or you have done yourself, take it and match it up with your work life, your family life, so you really slot in your training and practice that maybe not all so sexy, but really, really good time management. And with doing that and writing it all down in your calendar, you don't give yourself an excuse to not train. I mean, it's there. You have slotted out the time to do it, then better just do it. So you will get your training done. Time management, and my next point is to prepare for your training are 2 great ways of visualizing your next training session and get you motivated to do it. So, how to prepare for your training sessions? Well, of course, I have a video of me with long hair doing just that. Check it out. Swimming can be as hard as finding all the gear that you need for that swim session. So, to make it easier, my best advice is to print out a swim session that you're supposed to do, and this works for two reasons. The first is nobody can remember all the series and all the drills that you're supposed to do during your next workout. And the second one is it can work as a pack list, so you don't have to pull everything out on the floor just like I did here. Instead, you see that in this session I need my paddles, my pull buoy and my fins. So I just take those items and pack them and I'm off swimming. What I obviously forgot there was my bathing trunks. So no skinny dipping in the pool and no training session that day. Don't forget your swimsuit. Anyway, getting back to the point of it. While preparing or packing the bag the day before for swimming, or lacing up your shoes, putting out your clothes that you want to train in, whatever you're doing, it starts your visualization of what you're doing the next day, and this in fact will start to motivate you, either you like it or not. So try to prepare your sessions the day before, just so you can start visualizing what you're about to do and how to do it. The next thing is to find a friend. I mean, this is a swim run show, so most of us already have a swim run partner, which is great because the social aspect of training is also important. And getting a swim run partner and joining a swim run group or a triathlon club, maybe if you want swim training and run training into it, it's a great way because you get a social aspect, as I said, and get to meet new people, but you also keep each other accountable to showing up to practice and to lift each other when it's tough. So bring a friend. As you can see, me and Joachim, we trained a lot together over years. I mean, this is just a couple of examples, but we used to train almost every day together. So it was a great way to keep fit and keep active in while we waited for what next race was going to happen. And with that said, you got your friends, you got your workouts posted in your calendar. It's time to make training tangible. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's you have a goal. Let's say you have a race in 6 months from now. It's easy to skip a session or two training because you think about it as, oh, I need to be prepared for this race in 6 months, so I don't need to train today. But the fact is, you have to do small efforts over a long period of time, and that's how you build your endurance base. And this is the endurance sports lifestyle. So, how to do it? Well, the easiest way is to get a training plan that is easy to understand and easy to follow through on. Thankfully, everything that I have talked about today, I have a blog post that lists everything, and in the end of it, you can sign up to, as you can see here, written by my lovely friend Joachim. If you scroll down and read everything again and get your mind freshen up about everything that I've talked about today, you come down to a 4-week escalation plan, which means that you start off easy in the first week, just getting back into training and to the lifestyle of training, and it will progressively get harder and harder for 4 weeks. And after 4 weeks, well, hopefully you have gotten into a habit of training and you'll see the fantastic fun that it brings. So, key points to take from this. There's a lot of ways to get back into training and get back into racing. There's a lot of ways to get motivated. You don't have to pick everything on this list. Pick 3 cherries and try them out. Call a friend and ask them to join you for a strength session or a run session. And with that said, check out the blog post, fill in the information, and you'll get a free 4-week escalation plan. And it's easy as that. Just start training. So, thank you for tonight and welcome back to Swim Run Live.